Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hobby Lodge, and today it is time for another Hit Squad update, and I'm going to be taking you from 43 to 47. We got to 42 last time, so we're going to be adding another 5 to the collection. So yeah, let's jump into them, because yeah, these videos are going to be coming thick and fast with the amount of hit squads I'm managing to pick up. And this one does have a significant, that's not even a word, a significant hitter in it. So we'll get to that one to the end. We save them to the end because that's the way we do things. So let's kick off with a game that actually I think is really great in the arcade and on home systems. And actually, weirdly, not an expensive game, but was hard for me to find. So that is the original Star Wars. There we go. Number 9 on the movie collection. I will remember to keep doing the numbers. But yeah, oddly, not an expensive game, but took ages for me to find this. It didn't pop up on my radar. The Empire Strikes Back came up a number of times, but couldn't get the original Star Wars game. So I was really happy when it did pop up, and I don't think it was very much money. Yeah, playing it, it's great. I mean, it plays, apart from the speed of it, of course, in the arcade, but it plays very, very well in my opinion on the Commodore 64. It's a wireframe game. It's, you know, it's shooting down TIE fighters that are trying to shoot you and trying to hit the sort of fireballs, laser balls, whatever you want to call them, before they hit your ship. And then of course you go into the trench run and take out the Death Star, and you can ramp up the difficulty as you play. So yeah, I think it plays great. Really enjoyed playing it, yeah, it's great fun blowing the Death Star up. But yeah, Star Wars Hit Squad number 9, movies number 9. Glad I've got it in the collection because it evaded me for a little while. Next up, oh dear, this may be the worst game I've played so far in the Hit Squad collection. There may be some more coming down the line, but at this current time, this is one that I didn't enjoy, and that is Match Point. Now, I've said before, there are tennis games that I really enjoy. I'm not a tennis player at all, but some tennis games are really fantastic to play, and I just found this awful. The speed is, I mean, the ball floats. When you hit it, you could hit it with a smash, and it will still just float across the screen at a very gingerly pace. Your player's hitbox is way off. You don't wait for the ball to hit your racket. You are swinging that racket well early to try and hit the ball. You don't really have any control in which direction it goes, and yeah, it doesn't play great. So that is Match Point. It is number 3 in the sports collection, and I'm not sure I'll ever play it again, but hey, it needs to go in the collection, right? Next up, we have another great game on the Commodore 64, and it is I was about to say 2-player, but you control 2 creatures, and it is, of course, Head Over Heels. There we go. Head Over Heels. It is number 13 in the arcade collection, and it is what it looks like. It is a puzzle platformer. Both Head and Heels, are trying to get out of various situations you find yourself in, with puzzle elements to try and escape. In the beginning's a prison, and then there's other in scenarios that you land yourself in. It is an isometric game, so a little bit tricky sometimes with the joystick to get the controls right, to make jumps, to time things well, but you can switch between the 2 characters to try and help each other out as you play through the levels. A nice fun game, good graphics. You know, it feels sometimes like a Spectrum game because it is all one color in a lot of places, but it looks and plays absolutely fine. One that I probably need to spend more time with to get further into the game, but yeah, from what I've played so far, I enjoyed it. It is Head Over Heels. It is number 13 in the arcade. Next up, I like these games. These games are fun. I like these types of games, and it is a brick breakout game, and that is Arcanoid. Clearly this one was made by Homer Simpson, because this is Arcanoid, The Revenge of there we go. So not the original Arcanoid. I'm still on the hunt for that one. Hopefully I'll have that one soon, but this is the sequel that's also a Hit Squad. The original is a Hit Squad, and so is the sequel. So Arcanoid 2, essentially, Revenge of and yeah, plays great. Quite tricky with a joystick, I will say that. I might start playing with the keys, or I've heard that you can connect a mouse to a Commodore 64. I've never done that when I had it when I was a kid, and even now I've never put a Commodore mouse. I don't know which one it would be, but Yes, with the joystick it can be quite hard to course correct. So as you're dragging left to move the paddle left to hit the ball, if you overcook it and go too far, be able to quickly bring it back and get the right sort of, the accuracy is quite difficult with a joystick. I imagine maybe slightly easier with the keys, and then obviously sometimes, especially in modern day video gaming, playing with a mouse is actually makes it a lot easier. But yeah, fantastic game. Power-ups, destroy the bricks, get through the levels. I just suck at it at the moment, as you're probably seeing from the footage I'm showing you, but plays great. It plays exactly how you expect it to play. It's hard to get these things wrong, and this one does a great job of getting it right. So, can we do the song? I don't know if we can do the song, can we? Da 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 da. I'm gonna stop. So the last one for the video today is the Addams Family on the Hit Squads. Which, oh, I forgot to say what this one was. This was 24 in the arcade. How are we doing that? So this is 29 in the movies collection. And from what I know from people that are doing this, this is one of the very rare and difficult ones to get hold of. So I'm very glad I've got it. I have loaded it. And that was a moment where I was like, should I just emulate it on my Maxi and not pop the actual tape into the tape deck in case it chewed it up or case whatever? But I thought, no, that's not what we're doing this for. We're doing this because I want to play these games on my original hardware with the original tapes. So we have put this into the tape deck and it loaded absolutely fine, as it should do. With all the others that I've been running, they've been absolutely fine. But yeah, Addams Family, we've got it in the collection. So this is a biggie. So this is another one of those big games that's really difficult to find. It is quite expensive, but I'm glad it's now in the collection and I can move on, because we are getting down to only a few of the really difficult ones to find. All the others I know I can get at some point. There's only a few that are really difficult, and this was certainly in that list. So yeah, really happy. But you've probably seen this on many other systems as well, but yeah, it is a platformer. It is it's a puzzle platform. You've got to find your way around these things, collect different items, and just try and complete the levels. But looks fantastic. The only gripe I have with it is that some of the enemies make a really annoying noise. So when you go into the screen, you kind of want to kill them as quickly as you can. I guess it's an incentive to kill the bad guys as quickly as possible. But music sounds great. The graphics look great. The jumping is fantastic. It just works fantastically well. So yeah, I'm really chuffed to add this into the collection. So that's it. We've added 5 more games to the collection. So we're now at 47. Like I've said to you before, I have plenty more, but I don't want to show them all in one big hit. We're going to do this kind of 5 a week, so it gives me a chance to play the games and obviously do the videos as well. But this isn't a sprint, this is a marathon, and there are still many out there that I'm trying to source and get hold of. But yeah, really good to add 5 more. These means they can go into the rack and I can enjoy them. But yeah, also really happy to have added one of the big hitters in Addams Family. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below on the games or other ones that you are finding difficult to get. There is a spreadsheet down there which you all have access to. You can jump in there and see how I'm doing with the collection, and if you have any that I don't have, then let me know. Leave a comment or something and we'll try and get hold of each other and see if we can sort something out. But yeah, the collection is going really well. I do believe I will be able to do it in the year that I've kind of set myself. So yeah, it's going good guns and I can't complain. Right, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.